Shalom, all praises to Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai, double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Shalom to the elect. Bahashem Kodash. My name is Jacobo from Plaintables Camp. This is the apostles video. This is Gideon. One more step to, I don't know what Gideon is, but it looks like it has something to do with pre-crime technology. Let's listen,
Escalates pre-crime technology. Remember the movie starring Tom Cruise? What's the name of the goddamn movie? Minority Report. Okay, where they'll put chips in your head, your brain, and they know you're going to commit a crime before you commit it. So this is a guy. He had a high position in Palestine, Israel, and there's a technology called Gideon. So I'm just going to let it play. Fair use, fair use, fair use. I slowed it down. So here we go.
America's first ever AI threat.
By the way, one step closer to
detection platform built for law enforcement. So here we go, folks. This right here is going to be the kicker for them to make an excuse for them to increase surveillance. Here we go.
Fair use, fair use, fair use. If I didn't say it.
Listen to it. He says it right here on Fox News.
Correct. I am now about to launch Gideon, America's first ever AI threat detection platform built specific.
Okay, this is Aaron Cohen, Israeli special ops veteran. He's retired, of course. And I guess these people, they're coming to save the day. Deadly shooting during Minnesota Catholic school mass.
Specifically for law enforcement. It scrapes the internet 24/7 using an Israeli-grade ontology to pull specific threat language and then routes it to local law enforcement.
So you got to watch what you're saying. Just teach the scriptures. You say anything that triggers an alarm for them, the police are going to pay a visit at your door. I had to update my system, and they signed me out of the YouTube page or Google page. And I had to sign back in. Then they asked me for my home. What's your home address? Then it said skip. I said I hit skip. So eventually, another month, you're gonna go from Windows 11, I think it is. So Windows 12 or Mike or whatever is going to be obsolete.
It's a 24/7 detect.
What did he say?
I think he's talking about Windows 10. It's going to be no longer be giving updates to Windows 10. Windows 11, I believe, is the current operating system. But I believe it's going to be updated. So you got to stick with the current updates to Windows 10 if you have Windows 10, or go with Windows 11, but you got to have certain hardware to get to Windows 11. The operating system only supports certain hardware.
Say using what technology? Listen.
Detection platform built specifically for law enforcement. It scrapes the internet.
This is the merger of corporate and government entities, because according to the apostle, I believe he said he's retired, or she may have said it. Israeli intelligence or Israeli military, something like that. But now he's in a private sector. See, they work together. They're not separate. They just appear to be separate, front facing, but behind the scenes, they work together. They collaborate.
24/7 using an Israeli-grade ontology to pull specific.
Using Israeli-grade ontology.
Give me a second. Let me see if I can find this, if I can spell it right. Did I spell it right? We'll find out. Jeremiah 5 verse 6. Wherefore a lion out of the forest shall slay them, and a wolf of the evenings shall spoil them. A leopard shall watch over their cities. That's code for a leopard shall watch over their cities. That's what I wanted. Let's come on back. Where's she at? Where old girl at? But damn, what would happen? Okay, here we go. So the Leopard is a Gideon system.
Threat language and then routes it to local law enforcement. It's a 24/7 detective. It never sleeps, and it's going to get us in front of these attacks.
Would it have picked up on this, do you think?
100.
In front of these attacks. So let me let them finish. I'm going to tell you.
That means they're going to be scanning all data, not just future data. So, you already said it, and you, or if the government already saved your video or audio, that software is going to scan it. Which again, they're already doing this. This is just front facing. They already, by the time they tell us, they already implemented the software, or you already stored in a database by the time they tell us. So it's already too late.
Pre-crime. Pre-crime.
This really means.
I wish my program would already be up. We're not launching until next week. I've got a dozen agencies on board, Trace. I just unloaded a major Northeast agency with over 2,700 sworn. This is America's early warning system.
Northeast, New York area, tri-state area. New York. So I guess they're going to launch it out of New York.
Correct. I am now about to.
This is my warning to all of you. This is the pre-crime move. And this is what, see, all this talk about crime, have you guys noticed this? All this talk about crime, you know, since the past like couple of months or whatever, Donald Trump sends the National Guard into D.C. The D.C. mayor, as of earlier today, is now agreeing with Donald Trump and saying, thank you for, this is working out great. Crime is down, da-da-da. They're all getting on board. And mark my words, this is something that is going to be bipartisan. It is going to be bipartisan that they want to increase surveillance. I'm not kidding.
Palantir was the guy, Peter Thiel. He's having a big thing. Former CEO, whatever. And that's going to, Gideon's going to work I see Gideon working hand in hand with Palantir technology. Palantir meaning to see far. You try to get away, you kill somebody, you go to Mexico. Oh, he's in Mexico. He's in Mexico City at this hotel. Get him and work with the law enforcement of Mexico.
I feel like we are heading towards Minority Report. If you haven't seen the movie, check it out. You should be able to watch it for free now. But that's the direction that we're moving into, guys. They want to increase surveillance. They want to watch us. I mean, apparently the Patriot Act wasn't enough.
Minority Report movie. That's it. Okay, you should. Let me see something. Minority Report. Let's see if I can get it on YouTube. Might be on Tubi. Okay, I don't need this no more. Okay. Obviously, this is not one of them. Good morning, Mr. Yakamoto. Okay, you cannot see it. Wait a minute. Maybe you can. Let's see something.
Anything nature I love. That's where I find healing.
Certain movies YouTube has on, and other, I guess, networks. Or it might be a different Minority Report. No, that's. Well, it'll have ads on it. So YouTube has certain movies on. But there's other ways you can get it if you haven't seen it or you want to see it again.
No, this is not the movie.
Okay, I think it's some kind of parody or explanation. Yeah, CS4K. Yeah, it would be more so, either YouTube, but maybe say with ads unless you have like premium or something like that, or you subscribe to some other service YouTube has.
Very, very wrong. Very, very. And now let me talk about how this can go very, very wrong. Very, very wrong. Let's say that this type of technology, this Israeli grade technology, goes wrong. Technology doesn't always work the way it's supposed to. We all know from experience. Let's say it makes a mistake, and it is,
or not a mistake, but an accurate targeting of who they want, political, who they consider to be, annoying or ringleaders of whatever sect, which is going to be us. I'm sure we're on the list. The Hebrew Israelites, and you got the other Edomite groups that are not going to agree with the new system coming in.
Well, that happened in the movie Minority Report. This guy, the Tom Cruise character, he was caught up in something. You're gonna murder somebody or whatever, what didn't happen. So he, at the end of the day, he was, he's the hero, but he was caught up in that. They said you committed the crime. Pretty much like Judge Dredd. Judge Dredd, Sylvester Stallone, another good futuristic movie. That's that's a whole chip, and he got caught up in the system too.
Yeah, it's a recurring theme in movies. Someone's framed for a murder, then they got to exonerate themselves, and they go through the hero's journey, I guess, and it's repeated in a lot of movies.
Next thing you know, the police got guns facing you, aimed at you, and the technology got it wrong, and it was actually somebody else. All these years, they've been talking about facial recognition, increasing those types of things. They want to watch us. They want to control us. And by they, I mean the government.
Leopard shall be in charge of the city.
They've been wanting to do this. This stuff has been coming down the pipeline. And what will they say? Well, America's a violent country. The mayor of D.C. said it earlier this morning. In the press conference, she said that the crime is now down in D.C. because he brought the National Guard in. She's a Democrat. So what did I tell you? This is no partisan difference.
Okay, so now she was against Trump bringing in the troops. Now she's for, the crime's going down. This is great. She's an insider.
On this, both parties, both of these politicians, both parties support increased.
Well, again, if the crime is going down, either you're going to admit it or just say, ignore it, or still be, against it even though the crime is going down. So they're all insiders anyway.
Surveillance.
Including the governor of California.
We had it under Obama. We had it under Donald Trump. And it's been continuing. And they can point to incidents like this. They can point to incidents like, 2
Ezra 16 and 17. Woe is me, who shall deliver me in those days? The beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning. This is before the nuclear destruction. The beginning of famine and great death. Like the Roman Empire, Julius Caesar, and before him and after him. The whole campaign was about genocide. That's why America worships the Roman Empire in their law and how they set up their government. They're all about genocide also. They did the same thing when it came to the so-called New World. They did another genocide. All right. We have great death, the beginning of wars. Powers shall stand in fear, the beginning of evils. What shall I do when these evils shall come? Behold, famine, plague, tribulation, and anguish are sent as scourges for amendment. So these different platforms to put you to death and put you into internment camps is part of the tribulation. All right, that's the tribulation that was promised to come. It says here in the 20th verse, is a reason for it. It says, but behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for amendment. Okay, these programs are being set up to judge, because the wicked is which is Esau, is Yahweh Bashem Yahushai's sword. All right, for punishment. And then after Esau does his punishing, then he's going to be punished. All right, the government, the people that were empowered and implemented these tribulations through the power of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, they're going to be punished. All right, with the rest of the people that they punished. All right, so Esau, Edom will not escape judgment. So I hope you edify. Shalom.